Hello there, welcome back to Bhanzu classes. Alright, I've always been impressed by how sharp you are. So today, before we dive into our lesson, I have got a fun challenge for you. I believe you're going to crack it in no time. Ready to put on your thinking caps and show those champion skills? Alright, so now try to fold this heart shape in such a way that both of its parts must exactly overlap each other. Go ahead, give it a try. Are you going to fold it horizontally like this? No, right? These two parts are not the same. So that is, we cannot overlap them onto each other. Are you going to fold it like this? Then also you are going to observe that they're still not overlapping each other because they're not the same. Now, did you try to fold it vertically? Did you manage to get equal parts overlapping each other just like this? If you did, you have just experienced the magic of symmetry. But wait, what is symmetry? That's what we are going to explore in today's class. So let's get started with symmetry. That what is symmetry? What are the lines of symmetry? So my dear, folding a figure in two equal halves such that they exactly overlap. So this property of the figure is called symmetry. And such figures are called symmetrical figures. Did you observe the crease while folding the figure? Now this is called the line of symmetry. Now let's have a look at one more example. This example of a tree. If you are going to fold this figure of a tree vertically, then you will see that it is overlapping onto each other. Therefore, in this case as well, we have one line of symmetry. Alright, now let's move forward and look at some of the real life applications of symmetry. That where in real life can we see symmetrical figures? Let's have a look. In how many ways can you fold this figure of butterfly and the image of Taj Mahal as well? So if we see in case of butterfly, can we fold it horizontally? No, right? The other two parts are not the same. So therefore, they won't overlap onto each other. How about vertical line of symmetry? Yes, folding it vertically. Then definitely we are going to observe that this part will overlap on the other part exactly. So therefore, this shape has one line of symmetry. That is, it can be folded in one way. Now let's look at the image of Taj Mahal. So how can you fold this image of Taj Mahal such that they must exactly overlap onto each other? In this as well, can we fold it from the corner points like this? No, right? They will not overlap each other. So we can fold it vertically again such that it will overlap each other. So therefore, Taj Mahal and butterfly are symmetrical figures and they both have one line of symmetry. Alright, now let's practice a few more questions. Tell me the number of lines of symmetry in each of the following shapes. How about the alphabet A? In what ways can you fold this? Yeah. So if I'm going to fold it horizontally, then no, it won't overlap each other. If we are going to fold it vertically, then definitely these two portions are going to overlap onto each other. So therefore, there is one line of symmetry in case of alphabet A. That is, you can fold it in one way. Okay, how about alphabet H? In how many ways can you fold this and get equal shapes on both the sides? And they must overlap each other. So you will see that we can fold it horizontally as well and we can fold it vertically as well. In both the ways, we will observe that the two parts are same and are overlapping onto each other. So therefore, alphabet H can be folded in two ways. That is, it has two lines of symmetry. Now let's look at the equilateral triangle. Okay, the triangle whose all the sides are equal. So let's take a look at this triangle whose all sides are equal. In how many ways can you fold this? You can try to make an equilateral triangle by yourself using a pen, ruler and a paper. Come on. If you are going to overlap vertically, then yes, the two parts will overlap onto each other exactly. If we are going to overlap them by this way, then also you will see that they are overlapping each other exactly. If we are going to overlap them from the other corner point, then also you will observe that it can be overlapped onto each other exactly. So therefore, in case of equilateral triangle, we have three lines of symmetry. Now you try to figure out how many lines of symmetry are there in square and circle. That is, in how many ways can you fold a square and a circle such that the two parts must exactly overlap each other. Okay, we have seen that in case of alphabet A, there's just one line of symmetry. In case of alphabet H, there are two lines of symmetry. In case of equilateral triangle, there are three lines of symmetry. Now, in case of a square, there are four lines of symmetry. Yes, you can fold it in this way as well. Still, you will see that they are overlapping each other exactly. And how about a circle? You can fold the circle in any way, you will see that the two parts are always overlapping each other. So at any point you can see that, therefore there are infinite lines of symmetry in case of a circle. Now we have seen enough examples. Now let me tell you a fun fact. The fact is, if you're going to observe the lines of symmetry carefully, you will also observe that the two parts looks like mirror images. So in case of butterfly and case of pot, we have vertical lines of symmetry. In case of alphabet C, we have horizontal line of symmetry. And this line of symmetry acts as mirror. Suppose this line is like a mirror. These two portions are like mirror images. Yes, in case of butterfly also, this line is like a mirror. And the two parts acts as mirror images. Here as well, this line of symmetry acts as mirror and these two parts acts as mirror images. So in any symmetrical shape, you will find this, that if you're folding them, you will see that these two parts are the same, like a mirror image, where left is on the left side, right is on the right side, and so on. Alright, now let me ask you a question. Question is, how many lines of symmetry can you find in a rectangular shape? Think about this question, because now you know everything about symmetry. So in case of rectangle, there are definitely two lines, vertical and horizontal. Now how about diagonal? Can we cut it or fold it diagonally? And then if we overlap, then will it be overlapped completely on each other? No, right? They won't be overlapped exactly on each other. You will see some left portions. Try, come on, bring your newspaper and try to fold it from the corner points like this. You will observe that the two parts will not overlap each other. But in these cases, vertically and horizontally, then definitely you will observe that the two parts are overlapped onto each other. And you must be doing this in your art and craft classes, right? Okay, now let's move on and see what we have learned. We have learned that in some shapes there are one line of symmetry, in some shapes there are two lines of symmetry. There are 3, 4, 5 ways to fold a figure such that they overlap each other. And in case of a circle, we have seen that there are infinite number of lines of symmetry. Now, look around yourself, you will definitely observe some shapes which have no line of symmetry. For that, let me ask you a question. And the question is this. Which of the following dotted line is not a line of symmetry? Here, is this a line of symmetry? Yes, because these two parts are equal and they can be overlapped onto each other. In this case, these two parts are equal and they can be overlapped onto each other. Here also. But in the D part, these two parts are not equal. So we cannot overlap them. So this shape has 0 lines of symmetry. And my dear, this is not a line of symmetry over here, definitely. Now let's summarize whatever we have learned today. We have learned about symmetry. That folding a figure in such a way that the two halves must exactly overlap each other, that is called symmetry. And the figures are called symmetrical figures. Now what is a line of symmetry? That crease line where you fold that shape and divides them into two equal parts. That is called the line of symmetry. Now I want you to look around yourself and look at some shapes which have 1 line of symmetry, 2 line of symmetries and 0 line of symmetries. Meanwhile, I'm going to see you in the next session with some more interesting facts and questions. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. See you.